So, Miss Lulu decided to chase after something. Don't know what it was. Uh, I don't really want to find out. I have my 45, so I told her to, yelled at her to get back here. She did. So, hopefully that wasn't anything big. I carry my 45, yeah, I'll use it against like a, bear or mountain lion or something. That's not why I carry it though. They don't scare me that much, Bears just looking for food, Mountain lions, the same thing. They're just living. Like I said, I know they're dangerous, but it's people that scare me, really, and there's enough out here. So the 45 is for people. It's not for the, per se, it's not for the animals. So I'm going to stay awake. Had a little bit of sleep. Actually, one time it was quite toasty. Of course, this animal here, don't know if you can see her. No, can't. She decided, as usual, she's monopolizing half of the bed now. Even though I brought her own. Nice wool, thick wool blanket. We're both sitting under it right now. I had it folded up in front of the sleeping bag, between the sleeping bag and the fire. Can't see me very well. Get this fire going. There we go. So at some point I was on the wool blanket next to the fire. She's on the sleeping pad. I'm all toasty. She's shivering. She's shivering now. I don't know how much of it's her being cold. She's under a wool blanket. I don't think she's cold. She's got her head out looking. It's all black out there. See? It was nice and bright with the moon and the snow. Could see very easily, and the moon must have been ducked behind a cloud or something, because now you can't see anything out there. I'm trying not to look at the fire, because then my eyes adjust to that and I can't see anything out there. So put my hand up like that, and maybe I can see better. I don't see nothing. She's looking out there, but she's also looking tired too. So, sun's starting to peek up. As soon as that sun's up, I'll make some coffee and some food and pack up, and we'll be out of here. I want to see my wife a little bit before I go to work. Yep, that's where I'm at. Sitting by the fire, eating some beans. About 7 in the morning. It got a little chilly last night, but it wasn't bad. Fire kept going all night. Had just enough firewood. Should have probably done one more to have more to cook from in the morning. But all these little pieces from chopping around here, I've been throwing in there. And bark, things like that. I don't need much to cook. I already had my coffee. Oh, coffee. Those survival shows, man, I don't know how they're doing it without coffee. I'm dying to be on it, but I would miss my coffee. Suppose I'd have to roast up some dandelion roots and make coffee that way. If I were a survival situation, I would have just been eating Cambium. There would have been nothing. Not around here. Of course, I could walk down there and say, hey guys, you want some food? or I need some food, because this is a really populated area. Self-rescue would have been imminent, but just saying, yeah, foraging speaking, there's nothing out here right now. Suppose if I looked harder, I could find some roots, grass roots or something. Dandelion roots, something. I wanted to be up higher, over at the Comanche Peak area where there was some spruce and stuff. Instead, I'm down just in the Ponderosas, which is still fine. This smells nice. Ponderosas smell nice. Last night I'm thinking, man, why do I do this for fun? It's cold. Dogs up my ass, but she does that anyways. But I don't have even just getting out of bed. It's just kind of and it's actually more annoying to get up than if you had a platform bed, which I was planning on doing. But then I get up and start having my coffee. I can smell the air. I can hear this wind. It's kind of windy. That's why I do this shit. Glutton for punishment. I don't know. All right, just kind of wanting to do a little bit of a recap on the gear. So I brought the first thing, the things that I've used for the first time here was the Cold Steel Trail Boss and this here tarp. It says Bluefield on it. I don't know what the deal is with that because it's supposed to be Tri-Wonder. It's made in China, but all things considered, it seems it performed well enough. Got pretty windy, and there's no sign of any damage whatsoever on it. It was surprisingly abrasion resistant because I had it rubbing up against the tree a bit. For how thin it is, it looks like it's like an umbrella type material, but it's not. It's something else. It's definitely more durable than I thought it was going to be. The Trail Boss, I think it performed well. I'm not all that experienced on axes. The wind's blowing the camera around a bit for the phone. I'm not all that experienced with axes, but from what I could tell, it hasn't. There's no signs of cracks or anything like that. The head isn't slipping off. I didn't have to sharpen it the whole time, so I still don't have to sharpen it. I probably will because I just like to sharpen things, but I think it did pretty well. We'll see over the next few months, whatever. Now that solar charger, the X-Dragon, I have charged the phone on it pretty much most of the day yesterday because that's how I filmed this, is just with my iPhone. So I got one device. So that's the bars that it has on it. The blinking one is the one, it's not coming up on the camera very well. There, you might be able to see it. That blinking one is the one that it has to fill, but that's how full it is. And that was with having to continuously charge the camera, and the camera's at like an 80% charge right now. So I say that it works pretty good. The solar part kept up with how much I was using the phone. I was using the phone a lot. So, and the other thing is the Michael Hawks Tactitool. I actually have the D-ring slipped into like a knot on the tree, and that's what the phone is sitting on right now. So I can't really show you, but you win, Michael Hawk, or the guy that runs Michael Hawks on Facebook, that the D-ring is more useful than I thought it would be. I was thinking it'd make more sense to put a person in there or a legitimate saw. I still kind of think that, but there is use for it. So I'm gonna pack up. Dog's up there, probably getting into something she shouldn't. Hey. So yeah, pretty much packed up. I'm gonna be getting home. Have a good one, everybody.